Hi, I'm Katie Sandusky. Disaster recovery is multifaceted, and a lesser talked about but very important component of that recovery is mental health. I sat down with longtime volunteer lead Tess to discuss just how important mental health is to someone's disaster recovery.
I'm a disaster mental health manager, and I'm here on deployment in Louisiana virtually.
You have been a longtime volunteer with the Red Cross, so tell us a little bit about your experience here and how long you've been volunteering.
I've been a volunteer since 1974. Actually, I was still in nursing school for that one, but I became a Red Cross nurse, and I've loved the Red Cross ever since. When I retired, I decided now I can do the things that I really wanted to do because I could never really deploy. I did 9/11 because it happened where I was working. So there are lots of deployments I can't go to in person, but I do virtually.
Talk to me a little bit about the importance of mental health from a volunteer perspective and a community perspective.
Well, I mean, there are different types of mental health challenges we have to deal with. But when we look around, we see people who are sad. And those are people who we can say, can I help you? And it may be disaster related, it may not be. But our goal is to help provide compassionate care in a manner that is acceptable to people. Whatever is important to that person, that's what we're there to help meet that need. And a lot of that comes from listening. That's a good thing about working virtually too, is you really have to listen because that's the only tool you have at your disposal to understand what your client is saying. They may go back and forth. For example, people who experience a tornado or a mudslide, the next time it starts raining, that's not a good day for them many times. They'll be nervous. They may not know why. They'll feel that anxiety. So part of what we do is try to educate them what to expect and how to deal with it and give them some resources. What does make a person feel upset? Because it's not the same for any two people. Helping them to confront that is what we do and feel that they're empowered to take charge and they're going to be okay.
Compassion is at the core of everything that Red Crossers do. How are people still showing people that compassion? How are they still giving them a hug in this virtual environment?
The tone of their voice, the kindness that we can project. You can talk to someone and know that they care. Take the time to listen and really let the person know that you're hearing them. Because for one person, it may be the fact that they have no clothes to wear. For someone else, it may be housing. Whatever it is that's important to that person, that's what we want to hear because that's what's going to make a difference. That's going to help them on the road to recovery. I'd say this, we've been pretty successful on this deployment because we talked to a lot of people who are doing really okay today. And that makes it so worth it.
What would you say to people that are considering volunteering? What would you like for people to know about the Red Cross?
You have to care about the clients, number one. You're there for the client. You're going to meet a lot of wonderful people who share that same sentiment. They want to help others. Red Cross is so full of opportunities. That's what I love about it too. There's so many different ways we can deliver the mission. A better place. And that's what I would encourage people to, that should be a motivation for joining the Red Cross.
Well, we are so lucky to have you, and I'm really glad to hear that you're not going anywhere because you're doing amazing and really important work with us. So thank you for your service.
Well, thank you, and thank you for asking about it. And I'm really happy to have done this.
We couldn't deliver our mission without our volunteers and our donors. So if you're interested in getting involved or supporting the Red Cross, visit redcross.org or call 1-800-RED-CROSS.